As you can see from the program, our first presentation item, thank you, my right-hand man, Dan, is the play Boys Don't Cry. This is a short play written and directed by a young Australian playwright, Joe O'Brien, about a young man coming to terms with his sexuality and the inner turmoil and suffering he puts himself through. The obstacles of coming out to family and friends takes its toll with fear of rejection, damnation, and the near self-destruction of the lead character. At its most desperate time, parental love for their son overcomes their conceptions and prejudices, revealing a stronger and more dynamic relationship between parent and child. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you Boys Don't Cry.
Yeah, I've decided to tell them tonight, over dinner. No, I really want to. I think it's something that they deserve to know. Cal, I'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye. I was born in the summer of 1984 at Blacktown Hospital in the outskirts of Sydney. My dad, a truck driver, my mum, a homemaker. So I was their firstborn. It wasn't until my sister was born that the pressure began. Pressure to be the strongest and the fastest and the best at boy things. The things I really didn't enjoy. I guess it worried my man's man of a father that I was happier playing with my sister's dolls than my car set. Didn't worry Mum though. I was only 2 and that was perfectly normal. I started school when I was 5, and I guess that's when I realised that I was different. And I guess Mum hit that revelation herself. I remember looking around at all the other boys in my class and thinking to myself, why am I so different? I mean, I looked the same, acted the same, came from a similar structured family, yet somehow I was so different. Well, the answer to my million-dollar question wasn't answered until puberty, when I realised that I was attracted to men and not women. That was the most horrible realisation ever. Self-hatred was the first to take hold, and I hovered in denial for years, pretending for my parents' sake, my church's sake, and somewhere deep down, my pride. I dated girls because it wasn't socially frowned upon, and oh no, who knows, I could have gone to hell if I didn't. Suicide was always at the top of my list, but somehow I could never follow it through. I guess I wasn't man enough. Years later, after realising that for the past 18 years of my life I'd been living nothing more than a lie, I decided to accept the fact that I'd never be that heterosexual man society wanted me to be. I wanted me to be, and I'm told God wanted me to be. The fact that I felt a failure was enough to bring me to tears. But the minute that I accepted the person that I was born to be, I felt as though I was encumbering this huge happiness deep within my soul. For the first time in my life, I felt complete. I started telling my friends, and they were more than supportive, and that was great. But I swore never to tell my family. I didn't want to hurt them, and I felt that if I told them, their world would crumble and mine would soon follow. I never wanted to hurt anybody, especially my family. But now I've decided that I want them to know me. The real me. The person that God made with his own 2 hands. Wish me luck. I'm off to dinner.
So Jess, what are you planning on doing tomorrow? Are you still going to Parramatta to meet Matt?
Nah, he has a family thing on. We're going next Saturday.
Did anyone bring up the salt and pepper?
Yeah, I've got the salt. Pepper must still be in the kitchen.
Okay.
You're quiet, Jason. What's wrong? You're not getting sick again, are you?
I'm just not hungry, that's all.
Mate, you want the rest of your steak?
No, you can have it. Mum, Dad, there's something I really need to tell you.
What? What's wrong? You didn't get some girl pregnant, did you, mates?
No, nothing like that, Dad. I don't know how to tell you, so I'm just going to come out and say it. I'm gay. Wow. I said it. It was a lot easier than I thought, actually. Now, this could go either one of two ways. Either they kick me out and tell me that they never want to see me again, or they hug me and tell me that sexuality is no barrier. But judging by the look on Dad's face, it doesn't look like he's got a hug up his sleeve. And Mum, she looked shocked. I bet she had money on being a grandmother. And Jess, well, Jess has got steak, so she wouldn't notice I pulled out a pair of tap shoes and danced around her plate. But Dad...
You're what? Are you sure?
Yes, definite.
I don't know what to say.
You're just confused. It'll pass. You just haven't found the right girl yet.
It won't pass, and it's not a phase, it's real. Real as anything.
So when did you decide to be gay?
When did you decide to be straight?
Didn't.
If I could have it any other way, I would, but it's not my choice. Why would I choose a lifestyle that causes my family pain?
Mate, if you wanted attention, there's easier ways of getting the same one of those!
One of what? A poofter? Well, then I am a poofter. I was born a poofter and I will die a poofter. Look, Mum, Dad, you have to understand that it's not your fault or my fault or anyone else's fault. It's just something that happens and there isn't anything you or anyone else can do about it. It's like telling a black person not to be black. They were born black and it's impossible to change.
I knew I should have made you play football. Maybe if you played football, you would have...
Dad, there's gay footballers. It wouldn't have made any difference.
So, do you have a boyfriend?
No. You're not a lesbian, are you, Jess?
Jess, I don't know why in the world this would happen to us. I think you should think about it some more. You might change your mind.
I've spent so many hours lying awake trying to make sense of my sexuality. I'm more than certain that this is the real me. You have to understand that. Look, this is the number for PFLAG. It's parents, friends and families of lesbians and gays. You can go there and speak to other parents with gay kids and try and make sense of it all. Just know that I never meant to hurt you.
Started. My name's Judy and welcome to this, our 5th meeting for PFLAG for the year. Tonight we welcome a new family along with us, so welcome guys. Before we start the usual rounds, I might introduce myself. So as I said, my name's Judy and I have a sister and she's gay. Now it was 3 years ago that she came home and she sat us down and she told us that she was a lesbian. We struggled to understand it at first, but we felt that, well, we needed to be educated, and so we came here, and we haven't left since. We might get started then, so if you want to carry on, Jen.
Hi, look, for anyone who doesn't know me, my name's Jan. I have 4 children, 3 sons and a boy. Well, and a girl, actually. Well, my other son is he's 26. And he lives with his partner in Melbourne with their 2 pet poodles. Look, I just love them to bits.
Hi, I'm Frank and I'm an alcoholic. Wrong meeting. No, seriously, I've got 5 children. I've got 3 lovely girls and 2 beautiful boys. My middle daughter, she's Rachel and she's a lesbian. My youngest son, he's Tim and he's gay. I mean, yeah, at first I couldn't help it. Well, when Tim came out, I mean, it was a big shock. But at first, I couldn't help but feel that, you know, maybe I had something to do with it. I didn't hug him enough. I hugged him too much.